Freddie, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back for a brand new vlog. Let me make sure I'm focused. So today's vlog is going to be a new style series. I did a poll on my Instagram. Everyone seemed really positive about this idea, so I'm going to be doing a baby diaries series. So basically concentrated baby content, because I will still be including some in my lifestyle vlogs, because obviously he is my life, little Freddie. Which you're gonna probably hear squeaking in the background. He's next to me. But yeah, just a way to show you concentrated baby content, organising baby bits, talking about anything baby related, in, as I said, a concentrated context way. So I hope you really enjoy this. I'm not sure how this is going to go, how long this is going to take me to film, but yeah, so I really hope you enjoy this video. And I just thought I'd introduce a vlog for the first time in my life. Good morning everyone, it's my due date today. It's like, Mum, go away with the camera. But it is the 1st of August today. We have got the midwife, so yeah, high five. So I'm going to get him dressed, but yeah, it's his due date today, and you were born 10 days ago. Yes, yes you were. Little Popper is undone, but yeah, hi Squishy. So we're going to head out. Nina's coming to get us, and I'll fill you guys in on the appointment afterwards. He's only in this when I am here watching him. I take it all out when it's night time. Just a little FYI. So it is now what day are we on? A Saturday, and me and Freddie are going out. We're going to go and see one of my friends, so she can meet Freddie, and we're also going to Primark, which is why I'm adding something into this vlog, because you would have heard me chat and do all that kind of stuff about baby bits before this clip, so I hope that wasn't too rambly for you. I haven't had a chance to actually film that as I'm filming this, so this is kind of like, yeah, anyway. So me and my friend and Freddie are going to go to Primark, so I've got 2 vouchers. And yeah, so I thought any baby bits I get, I'll show you guys. I'll try and get some clips. It'll probably be on my phone, because having a buggy and a baby and a camera do not go hand in hand, so I will try and get some clips on my phone for you, but if not, there will be a haul. But yeah, so let me know what content you want to see in these baby videos, like baby based content videos, because that'd be really handy. I'm so out of breath and I've barely moved. But yeah, I'm up in 2 minds of whether to do my hair up or not. I'm not too sure, but yeah, it needs a wash. It's not too bad, to be fair, considering, but yeah, I think I may do it up because it's just not looking its best. Yeah, I thought my hormones were bad during pregnancy. Like, boy, postnatal like hormones are no joke. Nothing prepared me for the hot flushes, the emotions and everything else in between, and the anxiety. My lord, my anxiety's been really tame the last year or so. It's not been too bad. Since having Freddie, it's through the roof, which I know so many people are going to go, well, duh, because you care so much, you love him so much, and they are little bundles of anxious joy. We love it really, but I can actually fit into my sliders now, because I had really swollen, well, quite swollen ankles and feet. Near the end of my pregnancy, everything was just not functioning very well, so I couldn't fit into anything. Feet wise, I was literally just wearing bare feet. I just had bare feet, whereas now I can actually wear my sliders, which is really nice. Essential for me. Fans. I used one in hospital. I've been using one ever since, well, during my pregnancy and postnatal, because the hot flushes, as I said, is crazy. This is going to be his outfit for today. I absolutely love it. Yes, he agrees. It's got the built-in mittens, which, can I say, are a lifesaver, because he loves it. He's got a bit better, but he loves to scratch his face off. I packed the nappy changing bag with his milk ready for his feed around 12:30, and also a bottle and nappies and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so this is his little outfit. I'm not sure where it's from, but it's very cute. I've had to change my outfit because where I've still got a bit of baby bump left, which is completely natural, the dress rides up a bit and it's just a bit not appropriate, should we say. So I'm just wearing this maternity set, which is quite baggy on me now, but from Shein, because it's very comfortable. So yeah, Freddie's all dressed, which I will show you guys what he looks like. So yeah, but Freddie's dressed, and yeah, now I'm going to get him out the crib and I will show you. Put him on the nappy mat. Look at this. Is it just me, or do babies just always scrunch up their legs? But there you go. I absolutely love this. As I've said, I think, before in previous videos, most of his clothes are have been gifted to us, and this is one of them. I'm not sure where it's from, but it's absolutely lovely. So yeah, Caitlin is on her way soon, and then we'll be heading to Primark, and I think we'll be having a nap when we get back because I'm already so tired. Yeah, I am. So I haven't been able to film anything for this Baby Diaries vlog yet because mum life, and funnily enough, babies don't have the understanding that things need to be done. So I thought I would show you guys some bits and pieces before we do some washing, because I have shown it in my lifestyle vlogs, but some of you may be coming to my channel from TikTok, only coming from the baby content. So I've got some bits and pieces in here. Look at my screensaver. So we've got some muslins. I got gifted some of these at my baby shower from a good friend of mine, and they're absolutely amazing once washed up. So yeah, I thought I would show you all the bits that we've got in here, because they're all going to get washed. There's a lot in here, and I got a gift, hence why it's in a gift bag. So we've got some muslins. I did have some more, so I don't really know where the other ones have gone. Maybe I put them in the wash already. Oh no, I think they're there. So yeah, we've got muslins from Primark, and these are £3 for 3, so £1 each. Honestly, once washed up, they're amazing. I find obviously straight out the packet they're a little bit not as soft as they could be, so once they've been washed, they're, as I said, great. M&S had a sale on, so I got this set because yeah, it was obviously in the set, and it's a 3-piece set. I don't care much for the hats, to be honest, because it's not that time of year yet, but this is a set that I picked up, and it's so soft. I love M&S clothing. We've also got some trousers, because these were 50% off, set of 2 for £8. Instead I paid £4. And then I also got these colours, but these are in up to 1 month, because Freddie is a lot smaller than we thought he was going to be, and I don't have any trousers for him, so I don't have to always put him in all-in-ones or stuff like that. So got those as well. Once again, £4 for 2 pairs of trousers, which I didn't think was too bad at all. And then also from M&S, Mum got him 2 bits. These weren't in the sales, but look how cute this is. How sweet. And then that was £10, I believe. But it's really, really nice, and it's got poppers down the side, so really easy to put on and take off. And then Mum also got him a set of 3 all-in-ones, so it's £18 up to 1 month, just so we had a few more. So you got a stripy one, this colour, and then like an oatmeal kind of colour. So they'll be going in the wash today. And then at Sainsbury's, when I went with Nina, that was included in a vlog, but from now on, any baby shopping I do, I will include in these videos. But I got a Harry Potter like onesie, which was new, a newborn, and it was £9, which I thought was really reasonable. So that's going to be going in the wash today. And then this was in 0 to 3 months, so it'll be perfect for that time of year. How cute. Sainsbury's have so many bear things. Like, bears are very in as Sainsbury's baby and children clothing. So this was £10. So £5 for the jumper and £5 for the trousers. I've got to say, the trousers look massive. So I won't necessarily get them washed today, because obviously he won't be fitting into that for a while. And then my godmother, who I also asked to be godmother for Freddie, got us these. These are in 0 to 3 months, I believe. So these are a bit big for now, but he will grow into them for sure. So Highland cows. This one, which has got a little moo on it, and it's got a fluffy fringe. Oh, and then a stripy one. So these will just go in a drawer somewhere. But yeah, these are all going in the wash, and this is his wash basket. At the moment, obviously I will get a bigger one as he gets older, but this is a collapsible one from Aldi that I got when I was still pregnant. It is amazing. It was £5.99 from the special buys aisle. Got a gift here, which is a personalised outfit in size 12 to 18 months, which he will not be using yet. And then we've got some cotton pads, because he had a really sore bottom, and obviously then the midwives recommended using sterile water and cotton pads to clean him. His bottom cleared up massively, because then he got to the point where I could put cream on him. We used Panthen, once again, midwife recommendation, and it's literally cured it. But I've got these just in case we need them. And then obviously maternity towels for me, because, you know, I don't think I need to really go into too much detail. But these bits, also I thought I'd quickly show you guys, just in case, once again, this is the first video you're coming to. I've got some baby sponges, which can go in the bathroom. These are the other muslins. I've already got a pack of these, and they're so, so good. So they'll be going in the wash today. These cellular blankets, I believe they're called. These are incredible. We have so many, because obviously Safe Sleep, they're breathable and they're really nice quality. These are from Primark, and they cost £3.80, and I bought a couple more when I went to Primark on Saturday as well. So yeah, I'm filming this, oh, you would have seen on my phone, on the 4th of August, because I realised I don't always, my vlogs can be a bit bitty, you don't really know what day is what, but yeah. And then I also got these in Sainsbury's. These actually ended up being £1.80, so these will be for when he's a bit bigger. We love a bit of Peter Rabbit. This was from Home Bargains, a bottle brush cleaner. So yeah, we got those. Nappy sacks, because you know, I don't think I need to explain these. These were from Home Bargains. You can obviously get them on the Tommy Tippy website, which I will do, because for some reason I thought the Tommy Tippy website was really expensive. It actually isn't, so I will get some more off Tommy Tippy website. This will be when he's older, because these would drown him right now. And then I've got this to clean my room with when he's obviously not in the room, and also his nappy changing mat, because I don't have a nappy changing station, because I just don't have the room for it. So this is a Red Kite nappy changing mat. I got this off Amazon, and it's amazing. And yeah, so this is to clean that with, and also just any surfaces in my room. Nina recommended this to me. She has a 4-month-old little girl, so she's tested and tried lots of things. So she is one of my main sources I go to for recommendations. So yeah, but that is everything that I wanted to show you guys. I'm going to put them in the wash as well, but these won't be going in the wash yet. Actually, I might put them in the wash as well. But yeah, so we've got his washing to do today. We've been keeping on top of it. But yeah, it's constant. I agree, when your baby's settled, you whiz round and do as much as you can. So Lynn very kindly got us some nappies, because you can never have too many. And these are the ones I'm using for Freddie at the moment. They are what are working for him. And yeah, obviously Pampers are a very popular brand. I know obviously people have different brands that they like, but this is what we're working with at the moment. I do have quite a lot of nappies that I've been given, sealed packets and such, family, friends and things. So yeah, they will be for when he's older though, because then way too big for him at the moment. So I need to restock his nappy caddy quickly, because it's causing a lot of issues not having all the right things in there. He's got a bit of a gunky eye, so I've been cleaning his eyes, or eye, with sterile water, as I mentioned. Oh no, that was about his bottom. I've been cleaning his eye with sterile water and cotton balls, because these ones in particular, because these are the ones that my mum got. Because obviously to clean his eye, because it's been very gunky, his right eye. So we've done a form for the doctors, and they have referred us to the eye specialist that they've got at the surgery. So I need to do that as well. But restock, and these are the wipes that I've been using once again. Nina gave us a massive box of these, so I need to stock up once I've been paid. I've got plenty of wipes, by the way. This is not the only 2 packets I've got. But these are the best ones for him at the moment. These are 0% plastic, Pampers sensitive. Yeah, so Nina has been an absolute lifesaver with those ones. But yeah, I tidied up the cot as well. I know it looks very messy. This is used for storage at the moment. But yeah, I've tidied it up a bit, because it's kind of my bedside cabinet at the same time. The best, but this is what the nappy caddy looks like now. This is a cream that I was on about. Absolute game changer. Thin layer of that. Miracles worked. Put some more muslins in here and baby grows and nappies. Fully restocked. Looking a lot less sad now. So have our cards up. We've got some beautiful cards. This is from our family friend Dawny, and she made that, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. I'll be keeping all of these cards, by the way. This is from Rhiannon, nearly made me cry. I say nearly, it did. This is from another family member, and we've been very kindly given some money and vouchers. But I've used some of the voucher already, but we've got some money to spend, which is really kind of them. And yeah, so, and that was from Caitlin, who I went out with on Saturday, and my godmother's card is covered in glitter, so we've kept that in the envelope. But yeah, so I just thought I'd put them out. But look, oh, how much he's changed already. He's 2 weeks tomorrow as I'm filming this. This is something that I haven't even read yet. So my baby shower's on the 28th of June, and I haven't even read any of the nice comments in here. So everyone that came to my baby shower wrote in this. Now it is huge, so what I was going to do is I'm going to use it as like a photo, like a scrapbook as well. So I'm going to print pictures from my baby shower and other pictures in as well. But yeah, so I've got lots of things to read through, so I'm going to take this through to mum. But look how nice this is. I got this from Amazon, if anyone wondering. I don't know how much, I can't remember how much it was but I will try and say where I get things from. If I don't, leave a comment down below and I will try and remember, because my brain is fried. But yeah, I absolutely love this. It's so gorgeous, and it was under £20, I believe. We're officially 2 weeks old, and he's not a happy bunny because he's just had his bottom changed. Shh, but look, can we believe it? And he's definitely grown. So I've got a minute to sit down and try and talk to you guys. My mum's got Freddie in the living room. Here's Sparko. So I'm very excited because the idea of these videos is basically to give you guys content concentrated of baby stuff. So I haven't got so much to show you right now because I haven't got any new bits and pieces. However, the idea is, as I said, yeah, just to talk to you guys and have chatty segments and stuff like that. But if there is anything you guys want to see, let me know in the comments. But we are on day 16 of Freddie. He turned 2 weeks on Tuesday. Yeah, so we are on day 16, and I honestly cannot imagine my life without that child. It's so bizarre to me because I've heard this said to me so many times from my friends that have had children and content creators that I see that have children and their families grow, and they say, you know, this unwavering sense of belonging and love, and I'm like, yeah, got it. I honestly just can't. He just makes my heart sweat. So I think I am gonna try and do a birth and labour story time in one of these kind of baby diary vlogs, because I think it's gonna be so much easier than me being able to actually get my studio light out and film a sit down video. So I hope that's all right, but let me know what you think in the comments. But he was due on the 1st of August, that was my due date, and he came on the 22nd of July at 2:04 in the morning, weighing £7 9 ounces, and that has been stressed as it is. So obviously babies tend to drop a bit of their birth weight, which is completely normal. They, like the midwives, look for anything under 10% of their weight, because if it's over 10% they get a bit more concerned. So Freddie lost 7 point something% of his birth weight, and obviously every baby's different, I completely understand that, but as a first time mum who has no idea about any of this stuff and having to have extra appointments because of his weight, which is good because we were very well looked after and the team were amazing, but having all these other appointments while still getting used to being a parent myself and my body healing, you know, because I went through a lot, and yeah, it's been a lot of stress. So he is now officially 120, well, since he was last weighed, which was on Tuesday, he is 125 grams off his birth weight, which is amazing because I didn't think we'd ever get to this point. It was just a lot of stress. He wasn't taking his feeds, all of them, or he was, yeah, he thankfully wasn't bringing it back up as in like vomiting or anything, but trying to wind him was also a challenge, whereas now we've got into a good rhythm. And I guess I was being so harsh on myself, like I just felt useless because everything I was trying to do, I was stripping him down to his nappy, I was changing his nappy as well to try and wake him up, but he is a very sleepy baby, or he still is quite dozy, don't get me wrong, especially after a bottle. He is literally milk drunk and comatose, but trying to feed him it's been a challenge, and still can be. However, now he's putting on the weight, I'm not as stressed, which I think he can probably pick up on, because obviously babies and children, they know this stuff, don't they? Let's be real. So yeah, so now we've got the all clear. We've both been discharged from the midwives, which let me tell you, when I called my mum and told her, we both like rejoiced, because for my mum as well, because if you didn't know, I am a single mum and I'm living at home with my mum, with my baby, which I'm so grateful for, because it's just amazing having my mum, and she's an absolute godsend. But my mum has obviously also been taking on all this stress. She was there for the birth and everything. Basically, she's been there for me since day one. So just this added stress, because I had no idea that this would be it's just basically I was clueless. But we're thankfully through that neck of the woods. So it's now just trying to keep his feeds at consistency, getting him to consistently feed and take the amount that he's taking at the moment, which is 3 ounces, 90 ml, which the health visitor who I saw yesterday was very happy. And that's another appointment that I was really anxious about, because unfortunately you never hear about the good things about health visitors and hospitals when you give birth. You only ever hear about the bad things, or that was in my case anyway. So I was absolutely crapping myself with a health visitor, but she was so lovely. Honestly, it was just really nice to talk to someone that obviously knows what they're talking about, and basically she just confirmed that everything's going swimmingly. He didn't gain any weight from the day before, because obviously he gained 75 grams in the space of 2 days prior, which is amazing. That's the most he's gained, and it was such a relief. hence why they have discharged us, and it's just fabulous, because they have no concerns about his health or anything like that. But obviously that's why we got the health visitor, because she comes out and weighs him. There's also a clinic that I can go to that weighs him, but we are having a nursery nurse. As far as I knew, that was like a childcare practitioner, but obviously clearly not. We've got a nursery nurse coming out next week, so I've just got to wait for them to contact me just to weigh him again. But there was a lot of weighing, which the midwife team, which is another reason why they discharged us, because they felt like they were weighing him a lot, which they were, to be honest. And the fact that I had to go to them, which is obviously no problem at all, but I don't drive. And it's not that far. But for example, I got discharged on the Thursday, the 24th of July, and I had a 9:30 appointment at my maternity hub the next day, and I'd only just started getting some like proper mobility back. My hormones, the hot flushes, were insane. So you can imagine that walk was hellish. And then thankfully we went down to my grandma's and I had a 3-hour power nap. My grandma and mum had Freddie, which I was so grateful for, because I would not have coped that day, because the first night home was an experience and a half. I remember where I was. I had to quickly do something. But yeah, the health visitor went really, really well, and I just feel a lot more at ease. Don't get me wrong, I still panic and have anxiety about every little thing, but I just feel like I'm kind of getting into a rhythm. We're getting into a bit of swing of things. He wakes up 3 times in the night minimum for a feed, and for his milk, so getting used to the broken sleep. However, talking about sleep makes me tired. However, one thing I will say is, the one thing that you hear all the time when you're pregnant is, make the most of your sleep now before baby comes. Can I just say one thing? Now, I can only speak from personal experience. I'm not saying for every pregnant person out there. However, I slept like crap from the start of my pregnancy to the end. And I say that I was comatose the first 12 weeks of my pregnancy. I really did struggle, but it wasn't good sleep, if that makes any sense. And then as soon as like the first trimester was over and done with, I was waking up every hour, every 2 hours to go for a wee. I couldn't get, and especially later on in my pregnancy during the 3rd trimester, and as I got a lot bigger, I couldn't move properly in bed. I couldn't move properly at all when I was out of bed. You know, I was so uncomfortable and I was just so miserable. I think I'm getting a lot better sleep now, touch wood, well, for now. Obviously I know things can change, because although I'm getting broken sleep, the sleep I'm getting is solid. Like, that's it, I'm out like a light, which I've never had before. So at the moment I'm appreciating it whilst it lasts. One thing that we are finding a little tricky, or Freddie is more than me, because obviously I'm here to look after him and, like, you know, make sure he's okay. But one thing he's struggling with is going down to start with in the evening. So he spends his time with me and mum, obviously in the evening. He's never left unsupervised, obviously until I'm asleep, but I wake up obviously. But he's with us, and then when we make the transition from the living room to my room, it can be quite tricky. He can get quite upset, or, well, yeah, just upset, and I say angry, but you know, who knows what emotions he's feeling, but he's not a happy bunny. So we're still trying to work out what the best way is. Well, I'm trying to work a feed in, like, him having a bottle before, as in, like, when we're in my room, the lights off, I have the Tommy Tippy thermometer egg thing, so it glows, so it gives like a nice ambiance, as we like to say, you know, it gives a nice vibe, very chilled but not pitch black. And in case you're wondering, yes, I know it's glowing orange. It's better than what it did when we first got home with him. It was red, because our flat, as I've mentioned before so many times on my channel, is a hot box. But it's getting quite cool at the moment, but we're supposed to get another heat wave soon, so that should be fun. But yeah, so we've got that, and I get him like chilled, change his nappy, and then I give him his bottle generally if his bottle times correspond with that, which is what I try to do throughout the day. But obviously, you know, sometimes things change, and that has made a massive difference on getting him to sleep and getting him in his next to me, because that was getting to a point where he was really unsettled in the next to me, and I was thinking, what on earth am I going to do? But since I've made that change, doing a bottle in bed with me, and then burping him, giving him time to obviously bring up whatever he needs to bring up, and then gently putting him on his back in his next to me, seems to be working so far. Sometimes it takes a couple of tries, but we're getting there slowly. So I'd say that's the only thing that's becoming a bit of a struggle. Other than that, touch wood, and even when he becomes not so, he's a baby, he's going to change. He's a very chilled baby, which surprises me, to be honest. I am very lucky. He has got a pair of lungs on him, and he is very good at communicating when something is not right, as babies do. But I am very lucky, and I've got such a great support system around me, which is something else I'm very grateful for. This is something that you're going to have to get used to, guys, in my videos for now, because I'm constantly yawning, and it's currently 5:30, so but yeah, I am very lucky, and I feel, I don't know, I worried myself after he was born, because where it happened so quickly, it was completely unexpected. When me and Mum got sent up to the hospital, once I called the triage line, the midwife advice line, when we went up there, we took my hospital bag on a whim, thinking that we were going to get sent back home. There's no way I'll be admitted. But obviously that is what happened, because by the time I went up to hospital, I was 2-3 centimetres dilated, which was great fun, because it meant I didn't get my epidural or anything like that, because he had plans of his own. But he's here safe and sound, so that's all that matters. But because I was waiting for an epidural, that's what they told me, right, we're going to wait to make sure anaesthetist is ready, and then suddenly, actually, you're a bit too far gone now, we've got to go ahead with this. I was like, okay, right. And it happened so fast. In a way, I was in active labour, I think, for like 3.5 hours, which I know to some people is no time at all, which I know I'm lucky in that respect. I wasn't in labour for days and days. However, because it was completely not what I was expecting at all, I found it very sort of, not traumatising, but I was very dissociated after I'd given birth to him. I was kind of sort of like in a whole other dimension, and I was freaking out a bit, and it was hard. So I didn't initially hold him, because I was, as I said, I just wasn't really with it at all. And when I hear, like, you forget, so many people told me that, oh, you'll forget all the pain and you'll forget all of that when you hold him, when you see your baby. And it wasn't like that for me. That's just the honest truth. And I was thinking, oh my God, like, maybe I'm different. Maybe I just started panicking. But thankfully, when they sorted me out, because I was in a lot of pain, because it turned out I had torn in 2 places, which was brilliant. Originally they thought it was one. The midwife who was suturing me missed the other one, so it meant they had to undo all the other stitches, to which I said I need stronger pain relief. And that's when I ended up going into theatre, because I needed to be numbed from like the chest downwards, because I just couldn't cope with the pain anymore. It was intense. And after that, when I started feeling a bit more normal, I say normal, after childbirth, do you ever feel normal straight away? That is not the case. However, when I started feeling a bit more calm, because I knew everything was okay with him and with me, that instant, like that love started coming in. It's not that I'm trying to make it sound awful. I'm not saying I didn't love him when I you know, when I brought him into the world. Of course, I've loved him from the minute that I set eyes on him on a scan. But it's just, I don't know how to explain it. Hopefully someone will understand what I'm saying. But yeah, it was hard. So I'm really grateful for my mum being there, because she had him for the first 2 hours. He peed on her. He fully christened their relationship. And she was just incredible. I could not have wanted or wished for a better person to be with me throughout the whole thing. But it was very, very intense, you know. But now I'm kind of like in this, they say you're in a bubble. And I would agree, you know. I feel very content and sleep deprived, yes, but I feel a whole lot of love. And my family love him. My grandma is obsessed. My grandma and him have the best relationship. Obviously, I know he's a newborn baby, but my grandma absolutely loves him. I'll try and insert some pictures of them both together. And I do try to get as many clips as I can, but I'm so living in the present and like in the moment, should I say, that I don't always remember to get my camera out, but I do try to get a picture of them every time we go round. So yeah, seeing my grandma with him is just one of the most wholesome, beautiful things ever. So I don't know I think I may have mentioned it before in a lifestyle vlog, but my grandma was not best pleased when I first told her I was pregnant last November, end of last November. For context, when we went to see the lovely Christmas lights, me, Mum and Lynn, I was obviously very freshly pregnant. I'd only just found out really, and obviously we were going to spend Christmas with my grandma and Lynn, and we obviously still did, but I literally slept for the whole of Christmas pretty much via food and opening presents and spending a bit of time with everyone, and then I went back to bed. It was intense. But yeah, my grandma was not impressed, to say the least. It was quite a difficult time for her and for me, and yeah, it was tough. But thankfully, as time's gone on through the pregnancy, things started to settle. I think it was because it was such a shock, you know, and I wasn't expecting her to hang the flags out and be like, woohoo. But it was quite intense. But now she's just so in love with him, and it's just lovely to see, because now we have an extra person to make memories with and capture memories with, and it's really, really nice. And I don't know if I mentioned, I think in my introducing him short video that I did, I said his name, so it's Freddie Thomas Bryan, and then my surname. So Thomas is after my grandma's dad, because I wanted some part of my grandma in his name, because originally we were dead certain I was having a girl. So if I was having a girl, then grandma's name, which is Doreen, would have gone in there. However, obviously I had a boy, and I'm very blessed. I love him very much, so I still wanted to incorporate some of my grandma in there. And when we told her, she was absolutely chuffed, because her dad was such an important person to her, and he was a very strong person in our family, so it just felt right. And then Brian was, and always will be, my granddad's name, my mum's dad, who basically was a dad to me and was such a poignant figure in my life, and will be my guiding light through everything that I now face in my life without him, and have done for the last 8 years. And it just feels really special that Freddie's got such a meaningful name. I couldn't have wished for anything different, to be honest, and I think it just flows really, really nicely. And I know my grandma loves it as well. And I know my granddad would be very chuffed, and he probably is very chuffed wherever he is right now, looking down on us all. But yeah, so I've kind of touched on quite a lot. That's the ADHD in me, kind of gone from topic to topic, but all in all, I am very, very, very blessed, and I just feel really content and happy. I'm not saying I don't find things tough. Like, as I said, the first night home was incredibly, incredibly tough. Obviously, we thought I was getting discharged first thing in, I'm not saying first thing in the morning, but you know, by lunchtime we thought I'd be home on the Thursday, and then I had a really funny turn. My blood pressure and my pulse went up. I turned grey, apparently. Well, not grey literally, but I looked bad. According to my mum, I felt faint. It was just not, it was not very nice. So obviously I rung my buzzer, and I told the midwives, and I got checked over, and they wanted me to stay in for a couple of hours to then do another set of obs on me. In which time I slept. Mum had Freddie, and I just felt really, really rough. And it turns out they tried to estimate or roughly calculate how much blood you lose during labour, and think, well, obviously, you know, just all that kind of stuff. And they reckon that I lost more than they calculated or roughly estimated, because of the change of my blood pressure and pulse and all that kind of stuff. My iron levels as well dropped massively. I believe that's what they said, don't quote me, but basically they think they got it wrong, which can happen with my blood loss. So thankfully didn't need a blood transfusion or anything like that. But yeah, they kept me in for a couple more hours. I had some food, kept my fluids up, and then my obs were a lot better and we could come home. However, waiting then for my little goodie bag of medication to bring home with me, which included strong pain relief, which I haven't touched yet, touch wood, I won't need to, laxatives, just keeping it real, and I think that was it actually. But yeah, waiting for that was a ball ache, I'm not gonna lie. Unfortunately, on the Thursday they were incredibly short-staffed, which is not their fault. They did the best with what they had, but it was a ball ache. We were waiting for a very, very long time, and I was just getting stressed, and I think it just built up. But once again, as I said, it's not their fault at all. I was very lucky with the care that I got, and I had an amazing team. The teams that were working on the ward, and the team that helped deliver my baby and everything like that. I was very, very lucky, but I was just the wait was very long to get my meds. And then by the time we got home, the flat was boiling. Freddie started getting quite warm. And then once I got him to have his bottle, he ended up being sick, and it was a mustardy yellow colour, which obviously is not ideal. I've reached out to one of my friends, and she said to call the triage line for advice, because I don't think that's okay. That's something that you should call about. So I was like, right, okay. But I was already a mess because my hormones, my God, I thought I understood my emotions. Since having Freddie, my emotions have been all over the place. Especially the first few days back home, honestly. So I was, for example, they say it comes in threes. So the reason why I was already a mess, I was having a drink of squash from my flask. This was before he was a bit poorly. I say poorly, he wasn't poorly, but you know what I mean. And where my flask leaked, it spilt a bit of squash on him. Like the patch was probably about that big on his baby grow. But I burst into tears. Like it was like the heavens had opened. I have not cried like that in years. And then the second thing, obviously, he brought that up and I just got so anxious. I said to Mum, can you call them? Because I tried calling the triage line and for some reason they couldn't take my call, as in it just went to an automated message, which was, then I got really overwhelmed by that. And then Mum called the ward that I was on at my local hospital, and the lady that answered was so lovely. She transferred us to the ward because we called the wrong number, but anyway. And then the lady that answered on the ward spoke to a midwife and they said if it was a fluorescent yellow or green, that's when they'd be concerned, but thankfully it only happened the once. And I think it's because I fed him, then did his nappy, he got so upset and unsettled. As I said, it wasn't at all plain sailing, which I'm sure a lot of people's experience is like that also. And I didn't sleep very well that night, as I'm sure you can imagine. He didn't sleep very well, and then having to get up on the Friday for a 9:30 midwife appointment was interesting. But yeah, we did it, we got through it, and it's shown me that I'm capable of a lot more than I thought I was. You know, I didn't want to go through childbirth with no pain relief or without the stronger stuff. That's just my choice, that's what I wanted, and I didn't get that, because you don't always get what you want. And I'm really proud of myself, and I'm not ashamed to say it, because it was intense. It is an experience that I will never forget, and I've been very blessed with my little boy, but I am very proud of myself because it didn't go at all how I thought it would, but it all went smoothly in the sense of he came, everything was okay, he was okay, and that's all that matters, and they did look after me very well afterwards. So yeah, but as I said, I think I've touched on quite a lot, but if there's anything else you want me to talk about, then please let me know. I'm going to be answering your guys' questions that you asked me about my pregnancy over on my Instagram from months and months ago, and we'll be doing a segment of another baby diary vlogs. I'll be answering your guys' questions that you asked me months and months ago about my pregnancy and things you wanted me to talk about in another baby diary vlog at some point. But yeah, so I feel like I've chatted for ages and I'm even more tired. I'm not sure what else this vlog's going to have. Probably a bit of shopping, because I'm going tomorrow with Nina, doing some baby shopping, doing some shopping for myself. So I'm going to be flicking between my lifestyle vlogs that I've started in this video. So yeah. It is Friday and I am ready pretty much, except just I need to get dressed to go out with Nina. But I thought I would show you the baby bits that arrived in the shop today. Got 2 packs of size 0 nappies, because this is what Freddie is in at the moment. And these are the wipes that I'm using. Nina gave me a massive box, but we are on our last few packets, so I need to go to Tesco's today and get some, because Sainsbury's didn't have any online, and they also didn't have any of my ready-made Kendamil formula, which I use for when we go out, and in the at night time, if he wakes up really distressed, I tend to use it sometimes. Also, I use my powder more often, but I do have the ready-made just in case. So yeah, I need to go to Tesco's and get more of these and more of the ready-made formula bottles, because as I said, Sainsbury's, we ordered 3 crates of 6 and they didn't come because they didn't have any. So yeah. And we also got, Nina recommended these, like she recommends most of my baby things. These are the Milton antibacterial surface wipes. So you can use these to sterilise anything that you drop on the floor, dummies, anything really, or surfaces. They're just amazing. So yeah, I've used some of Nina's and now I've got my own, so we are going to put them in the nappy bag, because otherwise I will forget. I'm sure you guys would know, but this is the Kendamil formula, one from birth. He's on this till he's about 6 months, as long as he doesn't become what's the word, if he doesn't start disagreeing with it. So far so good, touch wood. He really enjoys it, and he's honestly, his feeds have gone so much better now, thankfully. So I feel like now we're in a rhythm of things. But yeah, this is the from birth, and it's till 6 months, and the second number 2 tin is from 6 months to 12 months, I believe. So yeah, this is it. It is £12, which obviously I think Kendamil is one of the more pricier options. However, it's what we got gifted by a family friend, and then obviously you don't mix and match formula, as some of you guys have told me, and obviously the professionals have told me, hence why we stuck with Kendamil, because as I said, he really gets on with it, so there's no need to change it if he is doing well on it. The caddy does need filling up again, and I've got some stuff to put away. I need to put his washing away later, but we're not going to do that right now because we need to start getting ready, because Nina's at a baby class and then she's coming to get us at around 11:30, which is less than an hour away really, because it may be before 11:30 and I want to be ready for her. I don't want her waiting around. This again, because he didn't have it on for very long yesterday, so I've aired it. This is from Sainsbury's. I got this when I was still pregnant, and I got a set of 2. I don't know where the other one is, but yeah, this is in the size up to 1 month, and it's still quite baggy on him, so he still has room to grow into it. But I do love a romper. They are so cute, and the material on this is lovely. So I'll change his baby grow, because obviously he's slept in that one and he's brought up a little bit of milk on it. So I'm going to change his baby grow, and then yeah, that will be his outfit for today. I think that's it for now that I need to tell you about. I'm pretty sure. Show you guys before I get Freddie ready. Poet, and I didn't even know it. Our nappy changing bag, and just what we put in it, or what I put in it, sorry. So it's Newbie, which is a very popular brand for baby stuff, and I got this in the Amazon Prime Time sales. So it's got so many pockets, it's amazing. So in here I have got a snack for me for later, and I'm going to be putting my Lucasade in the drink, in the cup holder at the side. But I've got my the Milton wipes that I just showed you guys, and my snack in there. I normally have my red book in there, which it will be going back in there, but obviously I had it out for the health visitor. In this very front pocket I've got socks, which never last on him, a couple of dummies, which these are the Mam ones, and the Mam dummy clip, because I got a really nice gift set sent to me, well, sent to Freddie, from a really lovely friend, and these dummy clips are £10 on their own, but this came in the gift set. Once again, this doesn't really stay on him too well, but he doesn't really have his dummy that often. So that's that pocket. And then in the main one, we have quite a lot of stuff. So the pockets have like little signs, kind of little logos to show you what you can put in them. But obviously, each to their own, you can put whatever you want in them. But I've kind of gone with what they've suggested. I don't know if this opens anymore. But yeah, it's kind of hard doing this one-handed. But as you can see, I've got clothes in one section. I've got his nappy cream. I've got one at home and then one in his nappy bag, so then we've always got some wipes, nappies obviously, and in here obviously he doesn't have any toys at the moment, so we have his comb and his hairbrush, and some biodegradable handy cleansing wipes. These from Superdrug. I've got these in a hamper in my baby shower, from my baby shower, from a work colleague, because she knows what I'm like. And then in the back you have your travel changing mat, and then you have 2 cup holders or an umbrella holder, and I think there's another pocket here as well, which I'm not sure what that could be for, or maybe it's to make it bigger, I'm not 100%. But yeah, this bag is amazing. It's waterproof. I haven't worn it on my back yet, but that could be tested soon, because obviously when I go shopping, the buggy is really good for the under the buggy storage, but at the moment that's what I use this for, as in put that under there. But obviously that will be changing soon. I'll have to wear it on my back. But yeah, it's a really nice bag. I definitely recommend it. But we got it from Amazon, as I said. It retails for £50 odd, which, to be honest, for this bag, the quality is amazing. I would pay that now, knowing how good the bag is. But thankfully I did get it in sales. But yeah, this bag is so good. And I love it, because it holds so much stuff. And then obviously I'm going to put his bottle and his milk in here, his ready-made formula, which is obviously a sealed bottle, for when me and Nina are out, because he will be due a feed. He's due a feed now, so I'm going to give him some milk now, and then he will be due another bottle when we're out. So that goes in one of the Shein bags, because I don't want it to ever leak, and then that just goes in the middle pot, like middle section there. So this is the milk, a pack of milk, and it's the same price. So am I getting some bottle cleaner? She's a little hippie with her poppies, and I love it. Seen these, look, little Christmas boots, 3 to 6 months. He would be We are in a TK Maxx and I have picked up quite a few bits. We have some really nice bits and pieces. They have the Nina, look, they have the stroller thing. You know the thing I told you about, the mum cozy one, but obviously that's a different one. But yeah, that is really cute. Oh, and the little shoes. But yeah, he's there looking after. I'm only holding Nina's child. Nina has wheeled mine out. He is just like, he's not got a clue what's going on. Oh, she loves the camera. She loves the camera. Ready to sleep with my mum. In the living room. It is currently a Sunday and we have had the sleepiest day today. We were in bed till 4 p.m, which was lovely. Obviously he had feeds and changes in between that, by the way, just to clarify, but we were in bed till 4 p.m and it was heavenly, exactly what we needed. But I thought before we end my first baby diaries vlog, slash video, we're gonna fill this up again because it does look very sad. So I've got to put size 0 nappies in. This is still what he is in at the moment. So I've got 2 packs of those to put in here, and then I'm going to put some more vests, some more muslins in here, and we need to get some more wipes tomorrow. These are the ones I'm currently using. However, I think I'm going to try the Mamia ones on him. If I'm pronouncing it right, from Aldi, because I've got quite a few of those. But I will get some more wipes. If anyone knows where you can get these specific ones, please let me know, because we can't find them anywhere. But the only difference between them and the other ones is they're plastic free wipes, and just the muslins, as I said, and the cream will go in as well. And then I thought I would do a quick haul of the baby bits that I picked up, as in like baby essentials that I picked up when me and Nina went shopping on Friday. So yeah, and then any other baby bits I will show in my next baby diaries video. Looking all nice and restocked. These are obviously my current open packet of wipes, creams in there, muslins and some baby grows. And now I'm going to be putting away all of his washing, because as I'm sure anyone with a baby will know, when you've got a sleeping baby you need to quickly whiz round and do as much as you can. So that is what I'm going to do. I've got loads of muslins now. I definitely don't need to buy any more. So yeah, I need to put all these away and find room for them all. But I have to say, one of my favourite purchases is these blankets from Primark. They're cellular blankets, I believe that's their name, and they're absolutely amazing. I absolutely love them. I'm picking up a few more tomorrow because you can never have too many, and he's constantly pooping, puking or something like that. I say puking, but you know what I mean, spit up. So you want to make sure you've got plenty, and I absolutely love these. This is like his newborn small drawer, and I'm going to be changing this drawer into one as well because it's currently got all my postpartum bits, but I don't need a drawer for all of them now. So I'm going to try and sell some of those bits on Vinted or give some stuff away on Baby Bank because it's all brand new. But yeah, so this drawer is newborn and obviously smaller items of clothing, and that drawer is going to be the same, but that I will do in another vlog, because this one's already quite long. But yeah, as you can see, this divider, which is from the range, I will be ordering another set of them because they are amazing, is very empty, so we need to fill it up with all of these. But I'm going to put the new bits, because these are new from M&S. That's new, that's not is all the new bits are going to go in the new drawer that I will do, because I've got room for, like, look how nice these are. However, it's going to be getting hot at the start of this week, so I won't be putting him in any of that because it'll be too hot for him. But look, I cannot wait to get pictures of him in this. Then all of those are muslins, okay, and blankets. Right, so I just need to put all of these away, and if I do have room I'll put some more in there. Looking a little bit crazy at the minute. These are size 1 nappies because obviously they were what I thought he would fit into originally, and they were far too big, so these are size 0s, and I'm going to put the muslins in here. This is the most unorganised chaos. I actually need to put some nappy sacks in his nappy changing bag. These dummy clips can go to charity because the mam dummies have to have their own specific what do you call it, so they can come out. Yeah, have to have it their own specific dummy clip because they don't connect to anything else. So I've got lots of empty boxes. These are 0 to 6 months, they're a bit too big for him at the moment. But I have got some more nighttime ones. Do these glow in the dark? yeah, these ones glow in the dark as well. I bought some more suitable ones for him as being smaller, so you'll see those shortly. But yeah, I'm gonna put that in, put it in there. I found another pack of wipes. But yeah, so I'm just going to organise this because this is how I store everything. I roll everything up because it's just so much easier and saves so much space. I saw this on TikTok. It's a great hack, which I'm sure everyone else knows about, but I was very late to the party. Before I'll just quickly put the dummies and some other bits in here. I need to find the yellow one for this. And find the other dummies that go in this box. This one came in a gift set that I was very kindly, well, Freddie was very kindly sent from a lovely friend. So they can go in there. I put nappy sacks in the nappy bag, which is great. But this is what the drawer's now looking like. Basically nappies, muslins, blankets is what this drawer is consisting of at the moment. And because he's also got his second lot of washing on, I can actually put some of these in here for now. But I may bring these to the top because they are quite popular rompers that I like putting him in. So yeah. Lots of space, and I absolutely, as I said, love these organisers from the range. £6.99, oh no, £9.99 for 6 organisers. They are incredible. I think I've had like over 6 sets or 5 sets of them to organise his drawers and my drawers. Well, not my drawers anymore, my clothes in the wardrobe, should I say. But yeah, let's just fill this up, and this will be a job for some point this week, decluttering and passing on the stuff that I don't need anymore, because I'm getting past that part of postpartum, thankfully. Where I would need those kind of products. That drawer is nice and full now, as you can see. So yeah, I just need to find somewhere for this blanket to go because there is no room currently. So yeah, but this was from Sainsbury's. I absolutely love it. And when the weather gets cooler, this will be used for the pram. Just put over his legs. You see, there's a lot of shopping for me to go through in my lifestyle vlogs, but also for here as well. I think I've got some baby stuff in a lot of the bags, so I'm just going to try and find the essentials, as I said, and then in my next baby diaries vlog you're going to get lots of the fun stuff and a lot of the other bits I picked up for him. This clip will be in both my vlog when I went out with Nina and also this video too. So the bits that I got from Boots in a retail park when I was with Nina is this set. This has come loose, but it's the Vital Baby Protect Kit. So it's got a nasal decongester, bath thermometer, which is the main reason why I got it, and just a normal thermometer. Suitable for 0+ months, and it comes with a case, which I think is really handy. They didn't take off the security tag, but hey ho. So yeah, that is something that I picked up with the money that our family member sent me to spend on bits for Freddie. And then I got this Mam milk powder box. So obviously it says for extra large portions. He doesn't have obviously a lot of ounces at the moment. So I thought this would be perfect, so I don't have to keep taking the ready-made bottles to my grandma's all the time because she has a kettle. So I can put the powder in here, put it in his nappy bag, and just save a lot of time. So you would have seen this in that vlog, I think. But these are the 0 to 2 months glow in the dark dummies that I mentioned. So these are a bit more suitable for him, being this small. And then I also got this mini soother from the Milton range, steriliser, which is going to be really, really handy. So yeah, really excited to try that out, mum life. And then from Boots I got some more nappies because we're going to use them, let's be honest. And then I also got this because I've been told that you can't really get hold of Metanium anymore, and this is one of the best creams for nappy rash that I have ever used in my career, you know, with children at nurseries and things. So I picked up 2 of these, and worst case, if he doesn't get on with it, then I can pass the unopened one on. I picked up 2 of those because they were £4 each, and I just thought, you know what, stock up, because I don't know if I'll be able to get hold of it again. And then I got this really cute frame from Cars Direct, and I'm going to put one of his baby scans in there, because I'm going to transform the top of my chest of drawers. I'll say transform, but put baby related things on there, because it's his chest of drawers now, it's not mine. So yeah, I thought that was really, really sweet, and it was only £3.99, and I got some other bits from Cars Direct, which you'll see in my vlog. So yeah, but as I said, there is quite a lot of other baby bits that I'm going to be showing you, but just not in this video. I'm going to say that's it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Don't just excuse my spot and my flushed cheeks. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments, and let me know what you want to see in future videos like this one. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next vlog or video, whichever you watch first.